Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rurouni Kenshin Kyoto Disturbance episode number 1 reaction. So this is the sequel or the new arc, I'm assuming, for the Rurouni Kenshin remake, and I already reacted to the previous one, the previous arc of 24 episodes, and that was my first introduction to Rurouni Kenshin. I knew about Rurouni Kenshin, but I didn't watch the previous show, so this is like my first introduction to it. I really liked the first season, and now we have the second season for this, and it's called Kyoto Disturbance arc or something like that, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this season as well. And yeah, without further ado, let us get started. So I will be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync your video to the subtitles and the timer and sync it alongside my reaction. And yeah, let us begin. So here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. I might have forgotten a few of the names here and there, but All right, here we go. As far as I can remember, Genshin left because, right. Oh, Hajime. Damn. Oh, okay. So you have to work together with him. Hmm. Oh, you're broke. Ah, okay. Hmm. I see. Damn. I don't think you guys have that time. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Kyoto disturbance. Yep. No, opening. Oh, damn, this reflection. Okay, so from the opening, I'm assuming they'll follow Kenshin to Kyoto. Hmm. Like Kaoru, Yahiko, and Sanosuke. Okay, some new characters. Okay. Oh my god, yo. Yo. Damn. Oh, Megumi is following them as well, I guess. Right. Mm. This day. So it's been a while that he left. Yo! Yeah, why are you making a. Yo! Who's gonna pay for that? Hmm. Oh, yeah, you go. Well, yeah. Him too? Hmm. Hmm. Wait, is that Hajime? Didn't he leave? Who was that? Yep, he is going to Kyoto. Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Even upgraded. Oh boy. Hmm. Still, you shouldn't take that risk. Oh, yeah, because. I'm going to Kyoto. Oh, wait. Oh, well, it's Hajime's. Wait, didn't Hajime. Wasn't Hajime also going to Kyoto? Why is he here? Damn. Yeah, so he's fearing that they'll target, yep, to make trouble for Kenshin. What? Yo, he's ready with a pipe bomb. Oh, Sanosuke's pissed. Yeah. Oh, he can easily dodge that. Yeah. But Sanaske does have his, I was gonna say his defense, but okay, never mind. Yeah. Right, what the hell? Yo! Okay. Ah! Damn! Ugh. Oh. Mm. Damn, he used that hand to. Oh boy! Oh lord. Oh, yo. Fist fight. Kick you. Damn. But he's injured now, you know. And you literally broke his already wounded hands. Oh god! Right. Shit, after. I see. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, yo! Those are some fast punches. Yeah. God damn. Yo, yeah, seeing him, you can understand this guy fights like his punches are sharp. Yeah. Well, Sanasuke's defense is high, so he's not gonna go around that easily. Hmm. Oh no, what now? Oh, like so. Okay, bro. Yeah, yeah. Whoa. Oh. Well, it's his head, so it's fine. Oh. Hmm. Damn. Yeah, do whatever you want to. Wow. Hmm. Yeah. What happened? Oh, wow. So he didn't hit him in where it. Okay. Yep. Wow. Hmm. Oh, wow. His hand is. He punched him. You know. Oh, wait. Does Megumi not know that Kenshin left? Oh, no, no. She knows. Oh, Megumi's here. Damn. Damn. Yeah, the patience. Hmm. Damn. Yeah. And that's her duty as well, obviously. Yeah, he never said anything to her. Yep. He at least. Like the only person he said goodbye to was Kaoru, so Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. To Kyoto. All right, that was today's episode. Okay. Okay, there you go. Right. And that was today's episode. That was the first episode of Kyoto Disturbance arc. And yes, so basically it continues from where it left off. Basically, Kenshin leaves for Kyoto and he says goodbye to Kaoru. And yeah, that is where it continues from. So basically, today's episode was a few things happened. First and foremost, we get to see Sanosuke facing off against Hajime, and Hajime at first being like, "Oh, you guys will just be burdens," but then he proves himself to Hajime, and in the end, Hajime was like, "Fine, whatever, do whatever you want to." And like Sanosuke was right, like as he said that, like I guess in a way you could say I agree with both Sanosuke and Hajime, as Hajime says that them going to Kyoto means that Shisho might actually target them to like indirectly get at um, Kenshin. So that in itself is a big problem. So that is why Hajime was saying you guys don't you shouldn't go there. You're just going to be liabilities over there. So I can agree with that, but at the same time I can agree with Sanosuke's logic as well, where he said that both of you didn't really start strong as you are now. Obviously, you guys fought in like the battles and everything. You were part of the Shinsengumi, and those battles, each and every battle made you stronger, made you gain experiences. And so we are also in a similar situation. So don't underestimate us just because we are young people. So I can see that logic here as well, but obviously Saito's like concern is a very valid concern, because we've seen this before as well, that they are strong, but obviously Genshin is like in a whole different league, and whenever the opponents get into the same league as Genshin, immediately, like, everyone else here kind of becomes like a liability, because the opponents immediately target them. Sanosuke is strong, but like not in the level as Kenshin, though. Kenshin is a completely different beast in a completely different league. So like when similar enemies come, that is where it becomes a problem. And looking at the whole situation and the fact that they're going to Kyoto, where the lot of these crazy opponents will probably be waiting for Kenshin, yeah, there's a big possibility they might actually become like a problem in the long run and become like liabilities. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Also, even though it is true what Saito said, I can also say this, that I feel like there's also a part of Kenshin that will appreciate the fact if they go and try to bring him back, and it might actually, I don't know, in a different way, give him more, what can I say, like make him more, I don't know, like it might actually help him like mentally, like that's what I'm trying to say. Also, here's another thing which is Saito was trying to tell Kenshin. Saito was saying, go back to your Battosai form. This, the way you fight now is not going to work over there, and it's going to be a problem. But Kenshin's like, I don't want to go back to my Battosai days. I plan on fighting like this. I don't want to go back there. So Kenshin's main goal is obviously not reverting back to that man killer. So that's like the most important thing that he wants to uphold. So I feel like going along to Kyoto might actually, if like like Yahiko, Sanosuke, and Kaoru don't go follow him to Kyoto, then if he's all alone in Kyoto, I feel like what Saito is saying might actually come true, where little by little he might revert back to his Battosai, like form. But now that like Kaoru and everyone else is going, and I'm assuming in the upcoming episodes, they'll probably meet Kenshin in Kyoto after reaching there. Yeah, like Kaoru's presence and the others' presence over there might actually stop Kenshin from going overboard and going back to his Battosai state. He might be able to keep his, like keep his self intact and not revert back to his previous bloodthirsty man killer form. So yeah, that kind of thing. Right. Yeah, so that was what happened. So yeah, that was like the biggest thing in today's episode, the battle between Saito and Sanosuke. And in the end, you can see Sanosuke was able to kind of deal a little bit of damage to him by punching him like this and making him like it's nothing much, but at least he damaged him to such a degree that Saito cannot take his cigarette. Like his hand is like shaking. So at least it was to such a degree that he was able to deal at least that amount of damage. Yeah. Okay, so that was that, and the other important part in today's episode was Kaoru. Kaoru, like being depressed and moping in her room, and Megumi coming in and telling her to just like just pull herself together, and if she wants to go to Kyoto, go to Kyoto. Don't just stay moping around here. And like as Megumi says, it is true. Like Kaoru was only focusing on the fact that, oh, he directly came and told me goodbye, and you don't know how that feels. But she never thought about the fact that she's the only one that he went and said goodbye to. Everyone else, like, they feel even worse because they they didn't even get a goodbye at all. Like, not Megumi, not Sanosuke, not Yahiko, none of them. So she was just focusing on her situation. But as Megumi says, that you're the one who's not thinking about it, because at least he said goodbye to you. Us, he said goodbye to none of us. He just left. That's it. And so, instead of like complaining about how you feel that he's the one who said goodbye to you, try to think about how we feel, who he never even decided to say goodbye to. Yeah, there you go. So Megumi will be staying here while they'll be going. So I'm not really sure. So, like, I feel after watching the opening, I felt like Megumi is going to be following them. It seemed like that, but I'm not really sure because, as we see here, Megumi will be staying here. She won't be going. So, maybe she'll go to Kyoto later or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, but yeah, for now, Sanosuke, Kaoru, and Yahiko are going to Kyoto. Saito is still here. Okay, so here's another thing I was thinking. When Saito was like, "Oh, come with us," Kenshin was like, "No, I'm going to go on my own because I don't want to go through a boat. Because if we fight, if something happens, like the normal civilians will be in danger. I don't want to put anyone over there in danger. So I'm going to go through a different route." So it seemed like Saito was going to leave along with them, but then Saito stayed here. So I'm assuming Saito probably is waiting for whatever, wherever he needs to go. He'll probably go through that other different route that he said. Also, he probably stayed here because he knew that Sanosuke and Yahiko will probably try to follow Kenshin. That's why he stayed here, to stop them. Because obviously, I don't think he cares enough for them to stop them for their own well-being. But he was here trying to stop them because he knew that if they go over there, Kenshin will be distracted. So for Kenshin, or to make sure that Kenshin doesn't have any distraction, he waited here trying to stop Sanosuke and Yahiko. But then we saw what happened, Sanosuke proved himself, kind of, I guess. So by the end of it, he's like, whatever, do whatever you want to. That kind of thing. Right. And yeah, there you go. That was today's episode. Okay, that was the beginning of this season. And, I'm looking forward to whatever is going to happen. This season will be probably very, will have a lot of battles and stuff. It seems like that because, they're going to Kyoto. And, it seems like things in Kyoto will be kind of crazy. So, we'll probably get quite a few things this season. Right. So yeah, let's wait and watch what happens. And that was it. That was my overall impression for today, for this episode. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Okay, so the first scene, we get to see Kenshin walking and everyone just pointing fingers towards Kenshin and being like, "Oh, what the hell?" Because the whole what was the name of that act? The Sword Prohibition Act or something? The Arms Prohibition Act or whatever, where people are not allowed to have a weapon, weapons like swords, and other stuff, and which kind of made it difficult for samurais because samurais always have swords. So because of that, everyone's pointing towards him and being like, "Oh, what the hell? Why does he have a katana with him?" But obviously, it's not a katana; it's a sakabato. I think that was what it's called. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of different, but still, people are kind of. Here we go. Sword Abolishment Act. There you go. Right. Either way, so he's on his way, and then we kind of go back a little bit in time and see Kenshin was confronted by Saito, and Saito was like, "All right, you know what? You said your goodbyes, so let us go." And he was saying come, let's let's take the boat or whatever, which is where Kenshin was like, "No, I don't want to go in that way because yeah, I don't want to make problems for others because since we're going to Kyoto, it means we'll have to be fighting. Who knows if there's some kind of an ambush or something." I don't want to be fighting in a boat filled with like normal civilians. Like I'm going to be putting them in danger. And yeah, so in no way am I doing that. I won't be putting normal civilians in danger. At which Saito's like, oh, you still think like a Rurouni, huh? Like leave that away back and go back to a Batsosai personality. But Kenshin's like, no, I ain't doing that. Yeah. Either way, here Saito's like, oh, you want to fight or something? Like, I'll like you want to continue our battle. At which Kenshin's like, yeah, I would like to fight too, but no, not now. Right. So there you go. That whole confrontation happened. So Kenshin is on his own way towards Kyoto, while Hajime is on his way towards Kyoto. But as we see, Hajime still hasn't left. He just stayed here for a bit, probably because he knew Sanosuke and Yako will probably try to follow them, so that they don't become distractions for Kenshin. He decided to stop here for a little bit to stop them from going to Kyoto. Either way, that was that. And next we see Kaoru sad in her room, not eating anything, not coming outside, and thinking about Kenshin. While Sanosuke is completely opposite. He's pissed off. He's like throwing stuff around in Akeboko. He's like breaking doors and everything. Yeah, right. So he goes crazy a little bit, and then he's like, I'm going to teach Kenshin a lesson. I'm going to bring him back here, and he just leaves. And Yahiko comes here, and Yahiko's trying to find Sanosuke because obviously Kaoru is in a situation like that. So Yahiko wants to bring Sanosuke to kind of like try to convince her together to get out and eat something at least. Yeah. Either way, then we see Sanosuke go to his friend. I forgot his name. I don't remember his name, but that dude, the one who wanted to bomb the whole, that guy. So he goes there and he asks for a little bit of money, a little bit of monetary help, and he's like, "Don't worry, take this. Just be sure to return me the money." And a little bit of a freebie as well. He gives him a bunch of pipe bombs. Sanosuke's like, "What the hell? I thought you stopped. Like, what is going on?" But he's like, "Nah, man, you need to be careful out there. Over there, Kyoto is crazy over there. You need to be careful." Yeah. So, anyways, that's also out of the way. Sanosuke bumps into Yahiko, and and this is where Sanosuke is like, "Yahiko, you got followed by Saito. Saito's there." So this is where the problem begins. So basically, like I said, I can understand Saito's point of view. Saito's like, you shouldn't go there. You guys are weak, and in your weak way, if you go, then to get at Kenshin, they might try to harm you, which will probably, and not probably, but definitely become hindrance for Kenshin. So you guys stay here, And yeah, at which Sanosuke gets pissed off. He's like, "Oh, so you're saying that Kenshin left us here because he thought I was going to become his weakness? Is that what you say?" And and he's pissed and he tries to go and fight Saito, but Saito easily shows him the the reality. So he punches him over in his injured arm, and and almost breaks it. Later on we get to know he did avoid the wounded sections. We get to know that later. But here he was directly targeting the weak portions, and Yahiko's like, "Oh, that is that's kind of cheap." But I agree with Saito. This is battle. This ain't any type of tournament you're having where people will maintain rules or whatever. Outside on the streets, when you're fighting some criminals and some terrorists or whatever, you think they will play fair with you? Nah, they'll take each and every opportunity that they'll have, and any type of dirty trick they can play, they'll play. And that's how battles are. This is actual battle. You're not really having a coordinated battle where there's rules and regulations and you get disqualified if you go against the rules. Nah, anything goes, everything goes. This is war. So basically, that's what Saito says. Like, like this won't do outside. Yeah, and this is how he tries to intimidate him, obviously, and he tries to tell Yahiko that you guys go back. You guys are not strong enough. But Sanosuke gets up again, and we all know Sanosuke is very tough. Very his defense is quite high. So he gets up, and he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll still fight, and he uses that wounded hand to fight him back again. This time Saito's like, you know what, whatever. You want to fight? Fine. I'm gonna fight you on your home turf. Basically, like, even though I'm a swordsman, I'm gonna fist fight you. That is your specialty, so let's do it. I love how Yahiko's like, don't trust him. Who knows? He's probably going to kick you. But he's like, nah, this time, because I'm trying to prove a point, I will not cheat. I will be fighting you only with my fists, because I'm trying to prove a point here. Because only by fighting you with my fists and by defeating you, I'll be able to prove to you that you guys are weak. So, they begin their fist fight, and you can see that, Saito was heavily underestimating him. However, like, he did kind of was getting a little bit pushed back, but as we see later on, that's like nothing. Like, that's like a very small portion of Saito's like actual power. Like, he dodged and he like blocked each and every attack, and it's pretty obvious how you can see, like, Sanosuke's like attacks are like, I don't know, like, but by watching this little fight scene, as we see, Sanosuke punching him, and then after that Saito punching him back, it's pretty obvious if you look at the animation that Sanosuke is more of the power type, like, like punch him like this with your full body strength kind of thing. However, Saito's attacks seems more vicious. Like, Saito's attacks feels like it's there to kill you. The way he was using his arms was pretty, like, impressive. You can see, like I said, like, Sanosuke was using it more like he's boxing someone like this, like he's like fist fighting someone. But like Hajime's like strikes were like a lightning bolt. Like, he was just like, I don't know how how he was doing that, but his attacks were like vicious. It's as if like it's there to like pierce you through, and he was fast as hell. Like, he was extremely fast. Like, he's just like a snake he was striking. And yeah, and that is what it was. Like, he just like defeats Sanosuke immediately, dodges all his attacks, defeats him, and he's like, you guys are weak. Like, you will be liabilities. So don't follow us over there. Go back home. But again, Sanosuke gets up and he's like, okay, you know what? Fine. I'm going to teach you a lesson once and for all. So he gets ready by changing his stance as if he's like holding like a katana, and strikes him. However, where he strikes him is his head, and we all know Sanosuke's head is crazy. Like, wait, in season 1 didn't he like block like a bullet or something like that? I don't remember exactly what happened, but he did something like that. His head is tough. So, he and even Saito was pretty baffled at this, because he just stood there, took the whole damn attack, and then taking that opportunity, he did like this and kind of like injured his arm. And yeah, this is what Sanosuke says, like, you guys are forgetting something. Like, you guys might be strong, but did you like begin this strong? Obviously not. I'm sure you became strong little by little while fighting your battles, and as you grew up, you became stronger and stronger. So don't underestimate us just because we are kids and we are not strong enough. We are just like you. There's a possibility that we'll get stronger just like you as time goes, or who knows, we might be able to surpass you. Something like that, he kind of said. Anyways, at which Saito's like, yeah, whatever. Like, Saito was impressed, obviously, because not only did he take his fist with his head, he also like counterattacked him and was able to injure his arm, like actually injure his arm, because later we see he's struggling to take up a cigarette. He's like, just hand is like shaking and everything. Either way, yeah, so then his friend comes out, and his friend is like, Sanosuke, let's get your wound treated. But he's like, no time. I'm just give me some ointment or whatever. Like, I'll put it while I'm walking, and I'm going to Kyoto. So yeah. Anyways, so Samsuke says that I'm going towards Kyoto. Yahiko go back to Kaoru and like drag her back to her feet and then follow us to Kyoto as well. Yeah. There you go. And later we see Yahiko meets Megumi, and Megumi is like, "Oh, what are you doing? Aren't you going to Kyoto?" But this is where Megumi gets to know that Kaoru is just moping in her room. So Megumi comes in, and she's like she's like, "Oh, what are you doing? Like, just like laying down there moping." Um, yeah, and she's like, like, I want to go to Kyoto myself, but I cannot because I have my patients to look at. So I've decided to give this ointment to Yahiko. He'll take it to Kenshin, while you just stay here, like moping around. Like, I don't have like like unlimited times in my hands like you. So Kaoru gets kind of pissed, and she's like, "Oh, like, like, so that's all your feelings are for Kenshin? Like, you're prioritizing your patients over him." Now, obviously, that was not a nice thing to say, because we all know how important this is to Megumi, because Kenshin was the one who, gave her the courage to, like, to, like, to upturn her, like, to like, like, what is that word? To, like, to get, like, like, to compensate for her, like, sins, like, like, I cannot find the proper word. uh Kenshin told him to save people and like, become a doctor and continue, this thing. So this is something that is related to her past, and like, and her own sins. So bringing that up in a situation like that and trying to accuse her and say that, "Oh, your feelings are not good enough," or something, that was not okay at all. Like, but obviously Kaoru was in a very emotionally heightened state, so she just blurted that out, and Megumi got pissed off at that as well, and she, like, tried to slap her, but Kaoru stopped her and said, like, "Oh, I'm still, like, like a martial artist." But then Megumi uses her other hand to smack her in the head, but she doesn't. And she's like, you know, like, "You're forgetting something. Like, Kenshin is the one who told me to do this. And not only Kenshin, but I also think this is my duty. So instead of just moping around like you're doing, I'm at least trying to, like, do what I can. Instead, you're just here laying around and crying because, like, this happened. So there you go. You and I are different. Don't try to compare your situation with me. Yeah, but in the end, Kaoru finally is like, "Oh, you don't have, like, you won't understand." He directly said goodbye to me. You know how that feels? At which he says, like, "Oh, you're actually wrong. It's actually the opposite. You don't understand what I feel because he never said anything to me. At least he said goodbye to you." And not only her, but it's the same applies for the others as well. Sanosuke and Yahiko. He also didn't say goodbye to them. Yeah. So Megumi leaves, and she meets Yahiko in the gate and gives him the ointment and tells him to bring Kenshin back. And Yahiko's like, "Yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry. You stay here and take care of the patients." Yeah, and then Yahiko comes, and finally Yahiko's like, just let's go, like, Kaoru. Don't waste any more time here. You need to remember that you are the only one that he said goodbye to, which means you're the only one he was reluctant to, like, leave. That's why this happened. So instead of moping around here, you're probably our best bet and our best choice, who can bring Kenshin back. Like, if we go, he probably won't listen to us. But there's a possibility, a very thin chance, that he might actually listen to you, because he was the most reluctant to saying goodbye to you, which is true, Yeah. Either way, so yeah, they're going to Kyoto now, while Kenshin is on his way. He's like midway towards Kyoto. So that's what's happening here, and there you go. Let's wait and see what happens. Kenshin will have. I'm guessing Kenshin will have his own journey, while Kaoru's group will have their own journey, and I'm guessing in, like, the mid part of the season they'll probably meet, and something like that. And yeah, that was the first episode of Rurouni Kenshin. Kyoto Disturbance. Now, one thing I need to check, which is how many episodes will this season have? Because the first season had, I think 24 episodes. Yeah, 24 episodes. So will this season also have 24 episodes, or will this be like a 12 episode season? Excuse me. Is there any type of 23 episodes? So yeah, this will be 2 course. Just like the previous season, this will have, like, yeah, okay. And there you go. That was for the first episode of Kyoto Disturbance. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Rurouni Kenshin. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.